Photos capture romantic Prince Harry lifting Meghan Markle's ponytail as she put on a necklace in another heartwarming gesture during their Morocco tour. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex were snapped holding hands and exchanging sweet glances during their three-day royal tour. They visited craft stalls in Morocco's capital, Rabat, today. And Meghan, 37, was given some jewelry by a craftsman in the market. Harry lifted his wife's hair and gently rubbed her back after she put on the necklace in a sweet move. "Oh, so lovely. Say hello to the most sexiest royal couple ever," wrote one excited fan on Instagram. "Love you so much, Harry and Meghan," another added. "I wish that Princess Diana was alive to see how happy is her son, and also her and Meghan will be a good team," wrote one stunned supporter. Pictures and video of the charming moment have been widely shared on social media tonight. The gesture echoes the moment Harry, 34, jumped to the rescue when a gust of wind blew his partner's hair up at an event in September. Meghan was at the launch of a recipe book in support of victims of the Grenfell tragedy and was mingling with guests when gusts blew. Strands of her hair moved across her face, but Harry dashed to save the day. Meanwhile, Meghan wowed in a custom designer gown as she met Morocco's king today. She and Harry spent around 1 hour with King Mohammed VI at his private residence surrounded by his immediate family. And Meghan, reportedly due to give birth in late April, wore the stunning 3,222 pounds Carolina Herrera dress. The flowing blue gown had frilled sleeves, a crew neck and fitted waistline. The king granted an audience to Harry and Meghan in his private home, a 1950s Arabic-style country mansion set in a lush garden of ferns and bamboo trees in Rabat. The head of state was all smiles in the doorway, and Harry and Meghan both complimented his home, which featured an ornate internal courtyard behind the monarch, richly decorated with Arabic designs. Kate Middleton's down-to-earth mentality coming from her close-knit family upbringing is the aspect of her character that Prince William finds appealing, and it comes in contrast to his royal life with Prince Charles and Princess Diana, a royal biographer writes. Kate Middleton and Prince William are now the proud parents of Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, with rumors even suggesting the happy couple may be planning for a fourth royal baby. After their spectacular 2011 royal wedding, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge are going from strength to strength and seem very much in love. Royal author Marcia Moody reveals one of the aspects of Kate's character that William finds so appealing. In her 2013 book Kate, a biography, Ms. Moody writes about how the Middleton children were brought up in a down-to-earth and outdoorsy family environment in the Berkshire countryside. She also notes how Kate, Pippa and James Middleton were taken on camping holidays to the Lake District every year. She writes, "It sounds like the stuff of fiction, but this was Kate's childhood." Later on, this way of life must have been very attractive to the young William when they were getting to know each other. Although his parents strived to create a warm and loving environment for their sons, and often succeeded, they were a couple at war, and it would have shown. The Middleton upbringing was close, stable and simple. While William would have had some of those qualities some of the time, despite the best possible intentions, the strained relations between Charles and Diana would have been impossible to hide. She adds, while some have derided Kate for the simplicity and domesticity of her background, it has served her well, and it is sure to have been one of the things that was so appealing to William. Now with a family of her own, it seems that the Duchess is instilling a love for the countryside in young George, Charlotte, and Louis. The photograph they released at Christmas shows the whole family enjoying the autumn sunshine in the woods around their Norfolk home, Enmore Hall. The Duke and Duchess are well known to love the countryside around their home near Sandringham. Some royal experts have asserted that it is Kate's dream home and she prefers it to the bustle of London. Princess Diana and Prince Charles exposed the woeful mismanagement of the royal family by the Queen as well as by Charles' senior advisors when their marriage broke down with the eyes of the world watching, a biographer claims. Prince Charles and Princess Diana both gave tell-all interviews to discuss intimate details of their private lives after their separation in 1992. However, the Prince of Wales was not prepared for the far-reaching repercussions of Jonathan Dimblby's television interview on Charles in 1994, according to a biographer. Tom Bower claims in his 2018 book, Rebel Prince, The Power, Passion and Defiance of Prince Charles how TV producers wanted to raise the Camilla question as, at the time, the relationship had never been officially confirmed. The book reveals that Charles believed a confession would clear the decks. In the interview, Mr. Dimblby asked, "You were, because of your relationship with Camilla Parker Bowles, from the beginning persistently unfaithful to your wife and this caused the breakdown?" Charles responded, "I was faithful until it was clear to me that my marriage had irretrievably broken down." Mr. Bower writes, Charles, then admitted his adultery, denied that he was considering divorce, and insisted he would be king. According to the biography, the public was aghast after the documentary was broadcast. Mr. Bower claims, in hindsight, Dimblby's highlighting the facts about Charles' marriage had in one way been a blessing, forcing the pace for his divorce. The 2018 biography suggests that, while the Prince of Wales may have settled the score, he had prepared the way for far-reaching repercussions that he could never have anticipated. The film, in which Mr. Dimblby was given unparalleled access to the future sovereign, was to mark the 25th anniversary of his investiture as Prince of Wales. Many of the details of the deteriorating marriage of the Prince and Princess of Wales have long since been in the public domain, especially since June 1992 when Andrew Morton's book Diana, Her True Story hit the shelves. At one point in the film, the prince said that he was not considering a divorce from the princess but, he added, he did not view divorce as a barrier to becoming king. He insisted there was no truth in much of the speculation about his private life and referred to Camilla Parker Bowles as a great friend whose support he valued. 1 year later, Princess Diana said in a compelling 1995 BBC Panorama interview, "There were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded." Patrick Jeffson served as Diana's chief of staff and private secretary from 1988 until 1996 and, in 2000, he published a memoir titled Shadows of a Princess, where he detailed what it was really like working with Diana. Mr. Jeffson believed the interview was a huge mistake, and claimed it was a tell-all that Diana regretted doing. He said, "She portrayed herself as a victim. In reality, she was a much stronger person. She was in a position to be a healer, rather than a victim. She could have appeared from a position of strength. I found it frustrating professionally and I think she regretted it as well, portraying herself as a victim, asking for sympathy. She missed an enormous opportunity to cement her position." However, Mr. Bower writes in Charles' biography how the battle with Diana had revealed the woeful mismanagement of the royal family by the Queen as well as by Charles' senior advisors. Prince Harry planned to make a revelation about Kate Middleton in his best man speech as the Duchess of Cambridge married Prince William before his ex-girlfriend, Chelsea Davy, made him reconsider, a royal biographer claims. Kate Middleton and Prince William's spectacular 2011 royal wedding was watched by 2 billion people around the globe. Prince Harry took on the role of best man for his brother and also played a big part in organizing the reception celebrations. The Duke of Sussex was even responsible for a surprise for the newlyweds after they shared their memorable Buckingham Palace balcony kiss. Royal author Katie Nicholl, in her 2017 biography Harry, Life, Loss, and Love, gives details of Prince Harry's raucous best man speech at the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge's wedding reception. However, she reveals that his girlfriend at the time, Chelsea Davy, made him delete one line in particular. Nichols writes, "She had helped Harry edit the best man speech, sensitively advising him to take out a line about Kate's killer legs that might have embarrassed the bride. The royal biographer relates some of the highlights of Prince Harry's cheeky speech that he made after the 300 reception guests had enjoyed a three-course meal. She continues, "It was affectionate, warm and funny and touched William deeply." When he said the couple's decade-long romance was his inspiration, there was a shy smile from Chelsea, while Kate shed a tear. The speech was peppered with Harry's classic sense of humor, and he ribbed his brother. "William didn't have a romantic bone in his body before he met Kate, so I knew it was serious when William suddenly started chewing down the phone at Kate." Famous for his mimicry, Harry then impersonated his brother calling Kate Bae Vickens, to much laughter from the guests. Before Harry wed Meghan Markle, Ms Davy was the most well-known of his flames, and the couple had an on-off relationship for 7 years. Ms Davy was part of the celebrations of the 2011 royal wedding, however Ms Nicola reveals that seeing Kate's example convinced her that she could never be royal. Ms Nicola writes, "Being part of the royal wedding had made Chelsea's mind up once and for all. The life of a royal bride was not for her and she told Harry she could never make the sacrifices Kate had made."